Danny, the team showed a lot of grip tonight to get and determination to get that result. What were your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, first I'm very happy for the result. For me, exceptional effort today of the group. We know it was not the nicest game in some parts of the game. Pick also in the first half between minute 10 to 25 is a little bit to control. But always when we attacking forward, when we play forward, then you feel we can really hurt opponents. This is what we have to do more. But when I see at the moment, how many players we have not available, a less training session, a lot of games, and I see then that we running 95 minutes and put everything on. For me, it was a fully deserved win, even that some moments, but all in all, it was great. I wish in the future that we use then the open spaces for the opponent to kill them. I think this is also crucial, because then I can relax a little bit more on the touchline. I think this is, especially last 15 minutes, we 2, 3, 4 opportunities to make it 2-3-0. And then you go home and we say, yeah, it was a good game. Then we lose the ball 1 minute before the end. Then we have a corner against us. You never know. It could be something happened. And this is what we have to look. But I think, I said this many times, only end on this results, and not just get people nice football, because we played nice football. And Danny, he created a lot of chances, and we great shots the ball, and the net had more discipline.
When you look back on the game, although Hibs had possession, Jack Butland didn't have a lot to do tonight, though. Given that it's quite a young defence, what do you think of their performance?
Well, I think in general, I think they had some shots around the box, but they were not really in our box. I think this is great. In some moments we are a little bit too open in the center. Then I missed that where more winger far. He has to cover a bit more inside and cover this position. But I think this is the biggest difference between Europe and the league. In the league we have clean sheets, and then it's almost sometimes enough to score 1 times. In Europe we conceded goals, but all in all, it's also good to have some players back. I think Dujon first start, Finlay first start, even Clinton, he was really waiting for a long time, but Max was then empty and he felt something in the muscle. You have to protect him. I think this is what it is. I said this to the beginning, that every player will get moments in this season to help the team, and today we had again some players to help us.
And Dan, you mentioned Dujon Sterling there. He had 2 massive moments himself tonight, with the goal line clearance and the cross in for the goal. How happy were you with his performance?
Yeah, I'm very happy that I'm gonna explain it. I think the last couple of weeks he was sometimes a bit angry about me because I pulled him back. But he understands. I think after the first minutes on Thursday, he felt that he was not playing for a long time. He was also tired. Then it was the decision today, okay, I bring him again from the bench or I start him. At the end, I decided to start him. He's a defender. Yeah, he have good interceptions. He feel where's the dangerous. I think that helps massive. We play very solid in the last line. I think there are a lot of channel balls around where you have to take the runners. I feel that was the reason why I decided for a back 5. That was 1 in the last line. Sometimes you miss then in the high pressing 1 player on the 10 position because then the T6s has to jump, but I accept this today. We have still parts for improve. I notice we are not fluid enough in ball possession, look to each other, way in spaces, but if I see a team who put effort in, have clean sheets and then score, then I'm more than happier.
Danny, you must be impressed with the way that Mikey Moore, being the youngest player in your team, continually takes responsibility, wants on the ball, wants to take the game. You know, times the crowds get a bit anxious, a bit tense, and he's the guy that's always looking to be the guy who beats the spark.
He is, we spoke in the halftime, he was the free man for me today, because this position was always on. He can carry the ball, he can give us also the time to travel together and then be in the right positions. But as well, Mikey to manage in such a game, to sub him out then, but you have to, otherwise you risk again injury. And I think he helps massive the group. But I can speak today about a lot of players in individual moments, and this is good to see. I was also surprised when I looked then before the game to my lineup, and I saw, oh, it's a young group. There may be not so many leaders at the moment, but this was also a message from me guys that from my players that we have to growing up, we have to take responsibility, and I think this is also important in our way.
Do you think that the team is learning to deal with the mood around the stadium at times? Because there are times where the nerves seems to transfer from the stand onto the players.
Honestly, my feeling today was more positive. I felt that supporters had a little bit more patience today, and there were some key moments there. And I think this is also important. I think if we can put our effort on, and if we can off the pitch as well do this again and again, I think then we create this energy with stadium. And I think this should be pretty good that we have a stadium with 50,000. We have a crew on the pitch that opponents come here and they have to feel the pressure. And we have to reduce our pressure from our own. We have to enjoy to play at home. And if we do this, then make the next step.
You now have a huge game at Tynecastle Saturday. If you win that, it's 6 points, and I think even hand in Hearts. If you win that, do you think you'll be in the title race?
That's the what if, yeah. No, it's about recover. I spoke about small steps, and I think we make steps. Again, 5 clean sheets now in the league. Yeah, we missed the 3 points in Landy. I would also take them, but you know what it means on this weekend. But on this weekend, we will not decide the league. I think this is also important. Understand? We will go there. We will try everything to take the next points, to continue our role unbeaten, and then we'll see after the game where we are.
Danny, you made quite the big decision to leave Nico Raskin and Djeidi Gassama on the bench. What was the thinking behind that?
Nico was a big question mark. He couldn't train the last 72 hours. He was just recovered, dropping the muscle. In the morning he had a fitness test and it looks okay. But it was also clear for me if he cannot restart today. He helps on the last 15 minutes. I think this is good to have him. I missed on Thursday a 6 on the bench to bring new energy, and today I had this. Yeah, and today it was for me decision making Finlay or Gus. I know if this phase goes open, Gus is also very helpful as a sub. He was close to score and preside the game. And I think it's good to have more opportunities, especially this catch.
Is there any update on how long you're going to be without Ocean?
Let's see day by day. Today looks better. It could be available on Saturday. This is my hope. We'll see at the moment. Yeah, now Omi Nasser improved step by step more and more. He goes now to the African Cup. That means again I have to change my last line. I have to think again. It's every week or every 3 days a new decision making, but it's what it is, and I try my best to make the best decision for the club.
I suppose, Danny, maybe not a glamorous question, but it's quite clear to see when you're watching it, and it must give you a sense of pleasing, I suppose, that this team are buying in what you're trying to do. They're working hard, they are organised. You can see a difference now. You might think maybe attacking there's more to do. I've heard you say that, but that's a really pleasing thing to see.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the group. The outcome is results, and I'm still not every time happy with that. But I see at the moment if who is running for each other, speak to each other, block shots. Sometimes made mistakes. Yeah, it's this, but the basics are right at the moment. If do the basics right, and I feel we have quality in areas to win games. This is the moment where you have from the last 8 games, 16s. It's not about also we play tiki-taka. It's about effort. And for this we have to stay, especially now, one more.